Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Bascule Disability Training vlog. Today I want to talk about something we hear a lot about in the disability inclusion space: costs and budgets. Specifically, the challenges around budgets for implementing training. Now, here at Bascule, we believe that if you're trying to build a more inclusive workplace, training is the cornerstone of change. We believe it isn't just a nice to have, it's essential. But here's the reality. In the UK, many organisations struggle to find or justify the budgets for this kind of training. And that's a huge hurdle when you're trying to take your first steps towards real inclusion. Now, this isn't just an issue for small businesses or non-profits. Even the EDI budgets of big companies are either being squeezed or were tiny to begin with. But here's a thought. What if the government stepped in and actually offered grants to support inclusion? I know, it sounds a bit far-fetched, right? Well, you might be surprised to learn that such grants already exist. Not here in the UK, unfortunately, but just across the water, in Ireland. It's called the Work and Access Initiative, and it's been incredibly successful. This scheme offers funding for a whole range of disability inclusion efforts, including up to €20,000 for disability equality and inclusion training. The grant covers training for disability awareness, inclusive recruitment, and reasonable accommodations. It even supports workplace needs assessments, communication support, in-work assistance, and physical workplace adaptations. The initiative also recognises the importance of user-led training, meaning training must be delivered by someone with lived experience of disability. We at Bascule couldn't agree more on this. It's at the heart of what we do. So, why don't we offer something similar in the UK? Of course, we do have schemes like Access to Work, and whilst these are valuable, they're mostly aimed at helping individual employees once they already have a job. What's missing is something that helps organisations, especially those just starting out on their inclusion journey, to proactively prepare for and welcome staff with a disability in the first place. If the UK were to roll out a scheme like Ireland's, it could be a total game changer. It would make disability awareness training far more affordable, and that would remove one of the biggest barriers to stopping companies from creating truly inclusive workspaces. Imagine how many more people with disabilities could enter or return to work, not because companies were just ticking a box, but because they were actually ready to support and include them from day one. And here's the thing, this isn't just about doing the right thing morally, though of course that should be enough. It's also about smart business. A UK version of Ireland's grant could help open the doors to a massive and often overlooked talent pool. Ireland's approach is simple, and it's clearly working. If we had something like that here, more UK businesses, and not just the big corporates, would finally feel empowered to invest in training that actually drives change. Because let's be honest, disability awareness training shouldn't be a luxury that only the big companies in the valuable 500 can afford. It should be the norm. And that starts by removing the cost barrier and making inclusion truly accessible for all organisations, no matter their size. Thanks for tuning in. If this resonated with you, please share it and let's keep pushing for real, practical steps towards inclusion. See you next time.